guys, this is Val from valkayink, and we are here with another episode of 12 Days of Anime. I'm really loving these videos lately. Again, go check out the database to see more 12 Days of Anime. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about anime that I started and finished this year, which is Haikyuu. Now, I have a weird relationship with sports animes, and I don't know why. But this is literally how it plays out every time I see a new sports anime. I don't really know much about this sport. I don't know if I want to watch another sports anime. Ooh, everyone's talking about this sports anime. I guess I'm watching this. Okay, now I'm in love with this. Basically, Haikyuu is a volleyball anime, and that's all you need to know. It is about Hinata, who is this really energetic and fun character who is a good example of really fun and bouncy without being annoying. He's a middle schooler that absolutely loves volleyball. He looks up to this character called Little Giant, who is a shorter character that still was amazing in volleyball. He is on a horrible middle school team that doesn't go anywhere, and he never gets the full volleyball experience. He ends up going to high school that has a volleyball team. Of course he wants to join. That's what he does, and that's when he meets Kageyama, who is a setter who has a bad attitude. But he also loves volleyball, and that's pretty much where this anime begins. The first season is really all of them meeting and interacting as a team. You meet each character, you kind of get a sense of what each character is like. My personal favorite on the team is Tanaka. He's adorable and funny. Who's your favorite, actually? I'd like to know. Anyway, they're building up their skills and they're trying to figure out how to work together as a team because both Hinata and Kageyama have really unique skills that could be used but are also really difficult to use. And so the team works together to try and figure out, how do we build them into the team and how do we make a winning team out of all of us. So it has this really unique family type feeling. No, not family. It feels more like a bunch of your high school friends goofing off together. And I couldn't quite place what that was until I read in a review that this is an emotional sports comedy. And yeah, that's pretty much why everyone likes Haikyuu. It has a lot of emotion, it has a lot of action with the volleyball, and it has a lot of comedy. It has these really brilliant little moments where, they're just high school kids goofing off, or they're just having fun at someone else's expense, or they're just enjoying life. And I think that's why so many people are drawn into this anime. It's not necessarily that volleyball is so exciting, but watching it I'm more interested now. It's more that every one of these characters is endearing, and this is a good example of how if you really work on your characters and give them some sort of goal to work towards and some sort of character development, you will make everyone fall in love with them individually and as a group. I think that's why sports anime are so fun, because you really get this sense of characters achieving something and having fun along the way. And it doesn't have necessarily the complications of a character death or, a character leaving. Except when they graduate, that's horrifying, but that doesn't happen in these 3 seasons. The second season feels like that's where all the action is, that's a lot of the tournament play. The third season is probably one of the best games ever played in the series. I thought the drama was great in that one, and I thought all of the characters really finally meshing and achieving what they wanted to do for their team was so impressive. I watched all 3 seasons in the span of, I think, 3 weeks in the summer. I don't know, I just needed a kick of sports anime, and that's the one I chose. I also was talking to my father about this because he's actually played volleyball, whereas I have nothing to do with volleyball, and I asked him about some of the techniques in the show that I learned, about setters, about, left-handed, and, various things that they talk about when talking about the sport. And he said for a lot of them, yeah, that sounds pretty right, and a couple of them he was like, no, but I can see why they'd use it in a show. So I feel like this is a very good anime that you can point at and say, hey, this is a really fun sports show, and you'll learn a little bit about the sport as well. That's always a plus in my book. The manga is excellent if you really like those interactive moments between each of the players. I feel like the manga has more of that. I also feel like because you read at the speed you like, the pacing is a little better in the manga. That just happens with sports manga. It's also really fun to see the hits in the animation. So it's really up to you how you want to digest the material. The other thing to consider is that the dub is out now. I haven't heard it yet, but from what I've heard, in people's reviews, it's actually very good. So yay, you can watch it subbed or dubbed. It's really entertaining either way. So that's all I wanted to say. Of course, another sports anime I can put up on the ranks of my favorites like Ice Shield 21 or Ofuri, and one of the best that I've watched this year. Anyway guys, that's it for this one. Continue on with the rest of the 12 days of anime, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys! Mwah.